What is up, everybody? What's going on? Happy Tuesday night. Another night of glorious warm weather for me. It is a beautiful 34 degrees outside right now. All my snow is pretty much already melted by now, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. All right. So we turn on the stream here.
Yeah, we hit 60 today.
Nice. I was up to 40.
I was standing outside across the street. One of my neighbors could cut their grass because it's all gone. Mine is all still in my yard because the way the sun hits, I'm always like the last one for the snow to melt.
There's always people. I noticed, Eric, though. There's always people that will not cut their grass, and then they'll let the snow go over it, and then I'm just thinking yeah. Sometimes so you see them, those people that when the snow melts, they're like, "Why is your grass so freaking long?" It's like
literally, there's a little bit of snow on the sidewalk in their front yard. Their front yard is all grass. You can't see a blade of grass in my yard.
No,
there's still about a foot of snow in my yard. Might be a little lower now since it was 60 today, but it's going to be like 40 for the next 2 days and then climb back up again. We have mid-60s for multiple days next week.
Oh, you're lucky.
That should take care of it. Well, I think we're running out of winter for it to get super cold again. We might get more snow, but I don't think we're going to have to worry about any of those 10 days in a row of having to leave your faucets dripping. Pretty sure that ship has sailed for the year.
You look. What is the weather for me right now? For next week. As people are filing in, we're gonna talk about the weather. So yeah. So next week, 40s. That's it. Yeah. Well, then I am no more north than you are. So.
Wow.
Dude, I love the 40s because of the fact you can have your heater in your car and have your window open.
Nebraska had 4 seconds, down one. Throw the inbound pass. The guy that catches the pass wipes out and turns the ball back over. What a sucky way to lose a game.
Wasn't that the Super Bowl thing? Somebody threw an interception or fumbled it. Someone grabbed the ball.
That game was never in doubt. This is a 1-point game in overtime.
Oh.
And my boys celebrated beating Duke by not having a lead for 1 second tonight. So, I mean, my Tar Heels in the last 2 full games, 80 minutes, have had the lead for half of 1 second.
Jeez.
Yeah, so that kind of nothing wipes out the joy of winning a game you're not supposed to by losing a game you're supposed to win. Oh, well.
Oh, well is right. All right. So, quite a few books coming out this week. It looks like we have the end of DCKO. I think the issue 4 is the last one. I'm not sure if it's going to be I'm not sure there's one after that. But I know everything has been tying into absolute Batman universe versus the absolute, or not absolute, but what do you want to call it? The normal universe. So, if you like it, cool. I just don't want to pay. For me, this event is all the bringing back Darkseid. That's all this is. Because Darkseid was killed off. Now they're bringing him back to life. Blah blah blah. In 20 years, no one will remember this. You know what people remember? Future State. New 52. That's what people will talk about. Flashpoint. DCKO. Be like, oh yeah, remember when DCKO? Yeah. Is it the Fortnite one? That's if they do remember it. But Absolute Universe will get more. I think will be more organization than the DCKO events. But alrighty though. Let's go to number 5 this week. Scroll down here. Number 5 this week is Geiger. Almost didn't make the top 5 because The last issue was dreadfully boring. I don't care about the Northerner. He just randomly shows up, and then he's telling Geiger who he is. He's gonna help me, blah blah. And I just don't care. Mainly because what irritated me off is the end of one of the other issues prior to that. They showed Redcoat being in there looking for Geiger, and he found the wrong glowing person. So it says you tease me that, and then you give me the Northern. It says like, oh, thanks for the filler. But the mysterious Northerner can't explain how he's been torn from the Civil War and dropped in the wasteland after the Unknown War. And the last man willing to guide him is Tariq Geiger, the glowing man. But his enemies close in as the old ghosts resurface. The Northerners' arrival may be more dangerous than anyone realizes. So, yeah. I mean, I like the what do you call it? The Star Wars kind of symbol, or the different lightsabers in the background. But for the most part, I'm like, eh. It sucks because I like Gary Frank's art and stuff, and Jeff Johns' music is good. So I mean, I hope there's a good payoff for this, because right now this is the lull in the actual book. We get the Brian Hitch actual good cover here with the dogs. Barney, love that. And then no Polygat. Then there is Leighton Buxman with Geiger and his family. And dog. This is actually really good for painting. But yeah, unfortunately, like I said, this book hasn't been really that great in the last couple of issues. The only thing I've actually liked out of it is they introduced the female Geiger, who actually seemed a little bit more entertaining than just a guy who's been wandering in the wasteland, doesn't want to be around anybody, and just basically a grump the whole entire time. So, this group often forgets to wipe. Oh, thanks there, Snowman Yankee. I didn't know that you and your group forget to do that. You guys should wipe. You know? Make sure you wash your hands too, as well. And remember, English is the first language of the United States. Alrighty here. Going into my number 4 book I'm looking forward for this week. The better of the Ghost Machine books coming out this week. It's going to scroll down on here. Is the Rockefellers. Coming with issue number 12. A little late for you'd say for a Christmas issue, but it says no Silent Night or Storybook Christmas for the Rockefeller family this time of the year. Reeling from their constant encounter with a deadly Reina Rockefeller, the family must pick up the pieces and start anew. Plus, a Family Odyssey's crossover with a connecting holiday cover with Hornsby and Halo number 13. Our gift to you, the greatest fans in the world. That's kind of cool. And I guess we got here in this is the main cover here. So see Oscar the Grouch, or just a giant frog. I love the dog though. The dog is the ship, or something like that. And then of course there's Leonardo Pietro cover. So, but yeah, this has actually been pretty fun for a family book. This is what this has been doing. Peter Giovanni, the creator of Super Sons. You got Francis Manapul, who worked with Jeremy Adams on Flash. This has been a fun book. This is basically what this has been more Fantastic Four than the Fantastic Four book has been. More about family, more about helping each other. The Fantastic Four has not been that great in like years, and this is a lot more entertaining, despite the fact that the guy looks like Pedro Pascal a little bit with his mustache. It's just been just a fun science fiction kind of like cosmic kind of event. So looking forward to more of that. All right. Going into number 3. I might be the only person still praising this book, but Aquaman number 14 has just been a fun ride. Mainly because it has next to nothing to do with what's going on in KO. Jeremy Adams is revealing Adriana. Her true nature is revealed as Aquaman is confronted by the Poseidon himself. Mera has one chance to help her true love, but its action could destroy the Avatar of the Blue forever. Which I don't think it will. I think this might be a permanent thing for a while. Who knows? But him basically, it looks like he got his the mega power. And he's able to basically travel as fast as Superman can. They made Arthur is becoming almost like as mega as Silver Age Superman at this point, being able to hear things across the waves all the way across the whole entire planet and get there within matters of seconds. It's crazy. But yeah. And also Adriana, who is she really even Adriana, or is she Mera's mother, who was originally trapped in stone? Now, I don't know anything about her mother. I don't know about the early Aquaman books, if that's a retcon or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting issue. It does show him in the next issue, him still having the blue, so I'm guessing he's not getting rid of it anytime. But it's going to be great to see an actual conclusion to this story and then go on to the new story arc. Then we have the Nathan 30 variant with Adriana. I'm guessing because of the knife. Not liking this cover, unless you're going for Incredibles or My Name is Jeff on steroids. Yeah. And this just screams manga. I don't know why we're doing manga covers. Oh, look, it's Jeff, the shark. So, but that is my number 3 for this week. And hello to One Slick Dude. All right. My number 2 for this week is Transformers number 29. Transformers has been a fun book with Daniel Warren Johnson, and then after he left, Robert Kirkman took over, and Robert Kirkman was pretty much making it into a Kirkman kind of book, but he's still keeping it true to the actual characters. What I mean by making a Kirkman book is making it entertaining, taking a property and just being a fan of it and just making it as much enjoyable as he can, because he's not only is he writing it for us, but he's also writing it for himself, and he knows that we pretty much like what he likes. There's no disrespect to any of the Transformers in here, or Autobots, or Decepticons. The characters are done well too, and they said there's the one thing about Transformers. If you make it dull and boring, no one's gonna watch it or want to read it. And he keeps with that the cartoon. The cartoon was pretty much hyped up. When you watch Transformers, Transformers was pretty much one of those shows, action shows. You knew were gonna have fun. Robots are gonna battle each other. There's gonna be good versus evil, and just a lot of cool stuff. Now add that with a lot of battle damage, it looks pretty cool. And we're finally up to where Megatron and on the time we're gonna have their round 2 fight. So, and this is basically $3.99 for 32 pages, and this is cover A. I love there's already battle damage on Megatron, and I love that they're keeping the G1 designs. They're not trying to update it, make it look like the crappy movies from Michael Bay. I hated that. I was like, they just look bad. Then we have the big time collectibles, MegaCon, which is exclusive. This is really cool. Devastator. That's just a fantastic thing. One of those. Whenever you could get like a construct a bot or one of those things, basically it creates a giant, bigger figurine. Those are as fun collecting those as a kid. Then Daniel Warren Johnson doing his creepy Megatron versus Starscream, or is it actually not? Actually, that might be the Starscream. That might be a Thundercracker because he did. One of the Decepticons did join the Autobots. All right, Corona also has been doing. He's continuing doing his connecting variant, even though he's not doing the interiors anymore. Which I don't believe he is. I think he's Dan Moore's on the interiors now. So we get Soundwave in here. Then you get a 1 in 25 Torn Clark variant with Jazz, Red Alert, and a few others on there, including the new Transformer with the one with the energy sword. Then the Dan Moore 1 in 50 with RC. RC Prime, or not Prime, but yeah, Magnus. She basically has been reborn now as because Ultra Magnus didn't want to be an Ultra Magnus anymore. He felt he let the whole team down. So now he's passing on like the Prime, the Matrix or whatever call thing to her. So that she's now got a new look. Shoulder pads. Of course, yeah. Then there's East Comics, ECC 2025 Virgin variant with Devastator, Optimus Prime, and then Jazz. Like I said, one of the best things about watching this or reading this is that if you watch the 80s kids or 80s cartoon, they are bringing back all of your favorites finally now into the storyline. At first, they kind of left them out because which made more sense because you're introducing to a new crowd. You don't want to overwhelm them with so many freaking characters. Where it became like the Justice League, or not Justice League. It was Avengers. Remember, anybody had a card. We're now Avengers, and there's so many of them now. I can't name all of them, but that is my number 2 for this week. Man, it's like I'm by myself. Number 1 for tonight, though, for me, what I'm looking for this week, is going to be Immortal Batman, or Immortal Legend Batman, number 6. It's the final issue of with Matt Groom, Kyle Higgins, and Dan Mora working on this. Elseworlds, where basically, if you love the stuff like Kamen Rider, they mix that with a little bit of the Batman kind of cosmic space. Really fun. Kyle Higgins just has a blast with this, and Dan Moore, I can tell he's having a blast just writing this. It's just nonstop action, kind of the suspense, art, and just, yeah, I love it. It says, don't miss the final issue, a final showdown, a new transformation. To rid the universe of his shadow selves, the immortal legend Batman must face the cold, hard truth behind what drives him. 40 pages for $5. This is the first cover A here. Then we got cover B with Nightwing and Batman. These are cool. And then cover C. Yeah. Literally, this series right here, I wish it was an ongoing. This is about as entertaining as reading the DC animated universe tie-ins. It's not your typical Batman like everybody had today. They just are able to, with Elseworld, they can change things without. It's like this feels like an early 2000s Elseworld story. That's what it feels like. It feels like before they started putting in the bad writers. There's no self inserts. It just feels fresh and it feels like entertaining, and that's what Kyle Higgins did with this. I'm not sure what Kyle Higgins has worked on before this. If he's worked on the Power Rangers over at Boom Studios, but or IDW. But I'll have to check out some more of his work because this has been a fantastic series. You know, yeah. But I hate the fact this DC quit giving me 6-issue miniseries, and then like I'm afraid they're gonna relaunch it with another 6 issues and another 6 issues. I'm still waiting on Self Help. Whatever company did that, was that Boom Studios or IDW or Image?
I thought it was Image.
Yeah, I'm tired. I don't want a 6 issue series. Just give me an ongoing. But I guess they're afraid to put this out. I'm curious of how well this sells. If this is outselling Matt Fraction's Batman run, I wouldn't be surprised. It is a lot more fun
It's not, and it never will.
because people rather just with the regular detective or Batman's because
No, it's Batman. Doesn't matter how much better detective is, Batman will always outsell it.
And that's what sucks because for the title alone, people are buying it.
Same thing with Amazing Spider-Man.
Amazing?
It's always been the best-selling Spider title, no matter what.
Yeah, probably because it gets more. Well, a lot of people probably, if you're a first-time reader jumping into the comic book industry and you pick up an Amazing Spider-Man title, I guarantee you're not coming back for the second one.
It's just reflex. People are just muscle memory.
But I know a lot of people nowadays don't even read comic books; they just buy them and they look at for the covers. That's it, because they want to have.
Batman is terrible right now, but it's still the best-selling Batman title of the 87 Batmans there are every month.
It was Batman and Robin. There was Detective Batman right now. I think that's these are and then this ended, so there's only gonna be 3 Batman titles. Actually, who's writing Batman and Robin? It's not Josh Williams anymore. I'm curious, so who's writing it? Let's see here. Phil Kennedy Johnson has been writing this. And this is ending too. This is the last episode or issue of this. So this is ending too. No, there's no more Batman and Robin after issue 30. Wow. That's crazy. All right. Batman and Amazing Spider-Man will sell more. The titles more likely to be bagged and boarded and then filed away without reading to keep their collections complete. Yeah. Yeah. And Elseworlds do it. Yeah. Elseworlds do have better, what you want to call it, characterization. Just in general, I think a lot of these. There's a lot of Elseworlds that came out in the 90s. I remember reading those or 2000s. I wasn't a fan of them. I just kind of felt they're kind of boring. But that Batman, Immortal Batman has just been one of my favorite Elseworlds stories for Batman. Maybe because it's more lighthearted and it's not really like trying to be like broody, Batman, or I guess, or someone in basically like saying, well, Batman's a dick, and he's a horrible person, blah blah. He doesn't care about his family, or one of his family members complaining, I'm not getting paid like the other ones. It's like, ugh. Also, Alfred was in this one too. He was a robot, but he's still Alfred though. But all right. Other books coming out this week. We have DCKO 4. Let's take a look at that real quick. All right. So this has got Scott Snyder, Josh Williamson, Zermanico is on here too. So we'll look at some of the covers. There's 11 covers. Daniel Warren Johnson with the worst cover I've seen so far in my life. I guess they're trying to do an AEW, but yeah. Mike Del Mundo, Absolina Verse, then walking away. Superman doesn't even look like Superman. He looks like a emo character. Raphael Albuquerque, guy who worked on what was the name of the vampire one? Book with Shit, I can't remember the name. It was him and Scott Snyder that worked on the vampire book together. But here. Don't worry, you don't have to tell me the name, Breen.
Raphael Albuquerque.
Yeah, but man, as far as the vampire book there with the title of the book, there was him and
American Vampire thing.
It was American Vampire. Thanks. Jeff Spokesco cover looks pretty cool. Etrigan versus Hawkman. I'm tempted. The right click and save as. Darkseid variant. Why does Darkseid have a hoodie and a cape? These have been great. These are probably the best covers I've seen Dan Moore do. These brackets. Of course, we get the Joker, Ben Oliver. AW cameo variant with CEO. Not Sasha Banks. I just can't take his face. Superboy. Gil March cover is pretty cool. I mean, interesting. At first, I thought Guy Gardner was wearing fishnets. So this is There's one more issue after this. All right, what do we got here? Batman. Okay. You put a new comment in there. Chat's kind of frozen. All right, we got Action Comics coming out this way, 1095. Spider-Man Torn, Michael Straczynski, Spider-Man 5. Moon Knight is coming back, launching the new title. Mark Spector, Moon Knight, same creative team, so it's not really even a new volume. But Supergirl is kind of weird. I don't know how long I'll stay in this book. It is getting very girly, and I gotta say for this cover here, I don't see Kara being interested in a guy who looks like an emo punk dude. Yeah, I don't. Sorry, nope. Do I go on a date with my crush or make up with my best friend? If only I could do both. Like that. If the guy didn't look like that, I could see, But like Lena and them looking like that does not really sit well with me. Because I know they're trying to do a Silver Age kind of stuff. Like the best cover out of this coming out.
I don't think they are anymore. I think she's slowly morphing. Well, I think he's slowly morphing this title into, what he wanted to do all along, which is it's only a matter of time before Supergirl is gay.
Amy Reader cover. I love this. But this is the best one. Joe Quinos. Will I ever find love? And there's all the characters on there from the Silver Age. Even the horse. So that's my favorite cover.
There's a girl in there too, isn't there?
The black girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's also a black guy in a wheelchair.
No, but one of the people in that is a girl, right? They're up in the corner.
Upper right corner is a girl, and then there's also the weird Alexander Luthor with the hair.
They probably won't let her do it before the movie, but I said she will be a lesbian.
Who's the guy in the wheelchair? Is that T. Franklin?
No, he was the leftover from the Rebirth series.
Ah.
It was, you could that way you got two virtue signals in, a black dude and a wheelchair.
Yeah. The pets. That's what I want more. I want more of this. The pets having their own adventures. Because you can't sexualize them, can you, DC? There's the little chibi one. Yeah. All right, so that's going on that one. Black Cat's got Mary Jane guest starring there with Venom. Because right now, Mary Jane is Venom. Or no, she's not Venom. She has a suit that's kind of like Venom, but it's not Venom. It's a different symbiote. Last I checked, Dylan was Venom. But I also know that Eddie Brock is Carnage. That's how fucked up Marvel is right now. Did they really do this? Don't tell me they really did this.
What?
You'll see it once it loads. DC has a black man drowning on the cover.
So,
think about it.
Think about what?
Back in the day, people used to say that black people couldn't swim. That was the whole racist thing. Yeah.
It's 2026.
I don't know if it's meant to be a joke or whatever, but I think it's a bad cover.
Why would it be okay if it was a white guy?
But it's Morgan Hampton doing it though with this, so she proves it. And then what else? Captain America versus Aliens, King Spawn. And then we got, I think is this Leah on this or Stephanie Phillips on this? Sirens. Either way, you can avoid that. Hey, look, it is. Yeah, I guess Mary Jane is Venom. Okay. And she's the all new Venom. Witchblade Annual. This series has actually been pretty good for Witchblade, except for like one or two issues where they introduced some virtue signaling in there, anti-cop rhetoric. But after that, like the story was actually pretty decent. Marks of History is doing some writing in here. So Margaret Bennett is the main writer. We got Ryan Cady, Matt Hawkins. So Diagnano Man takes center stage in this thrilling anthology, which includes a 12-page story set before, during, and after Ian's time with Sarah Pizzitti. If you don't know who Ian Nottingham is, Nottingham was the guy that pretty much started like having a sexual affair with her and teaching her how to use her powers and stuff. And then it turns out that he actually was working for the main bad guy, Kenneth Irons. There you go. Yeah. Says, explore not only Ian's training and adventures in his service to Kenneth Irons, but also tragedy to find his life and how far he's willing to go to reclaim his lost love. Learn why Ian betrayed Saya and basically what lies in store for the future, plus the secrets of the sickle key. So, the main cover here. We got the 616 cover with the cheesecake. Here's the colored version. Damn, they're not holding back. Virgin variant. Steven Sajic variants. And then there's the 1 of 10. Black and white. Virgin. The funny thing, it says virgin variant, and she's not a virgin. But yeah. And then there's a comic one down there. But Space Ghost is out this week. We got Blood and Thunder issue number 10. Godzilla, Escape the Dead Zone. And then we got Court. TMNT Journeys, number 6. Absolute Batman. Okay, these are all second printings we're getting into. But Phantom's coming out this week. Tortured Hearts, number 1, through Oni Press. I'm curious to see what writers they got on there. It's going to run it. Or maybe that should be a good book. Teeny Howard. We got a giant size special, 56-page. Jordy Belair and a Teeny Howard. You got Blake Howard, who worked on Vampire Masquerade, Anna Seni from Daredevil, Amy Roy from EC Epitaph from The Abyss. It's like candy coated artist Sebastian Cabral, who worked on Hulk Maestro, Fabian Mascolo on Cyberpunk 2077, and Dan McDade, EC's Outlaw Showdown, and Adjurna Suzinski Lamentation. Wow. Which sucks because like they have good covers. Like this, I love this is like nightmarish. Jeez. The Grim Inquisitor. Oh, the Wishing Well. Black and white one. The diner. And I guess if you want to have the back of the book, the volume 1 or inside as a cover, I don't know why you would want that. Yeah, I guess there's a story here that's also as Al Feldstein, so maybe it's a backup story. But an Anna Sentine or two, but you throw Teeny Howard in there, it kind of ruins it for me. Gargoyle's Dark Duck, number 2. Punisher facsimile is out this week. The original Punisher facsimile. Alrighty then. Vampirella special 2026 number 1. Thundercats Valentine's Day special number 2026 for the number 1 as well. That actually looks pretty good. That's gonna be done by Ed Brisson for the Thundercats. So you have a good story. Whatever happened to the Man of Tomorrow? Facsimile 2026 edition is out this week as well for $4. You can probably go find that for $1 at the store. At least where they were like a couple years ago. I remember that book was like $1 or $2. Babs is out this week too. The Garth Ennis is back with Jason Burrows. If you love like satire with medieval time and all stuff, and you also have fantasy with making fun of Hercules and their journeys and or Xena, Red Sonja, it makes fun of all that stuff. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Dynamite, Blood Red, don't really care. That's been a really bad book. The art, you see the cover is the art in the interior. It's horrendous. It's not only is the writing suck, but the art matches the writing. DuckTales Valentine Special. It's going out this week too as well. That should be really good. All right, Mary Sue. Man Cave is doing Circus Maximus. Never heard of that. Also, new book, Barbarian Behind Bars. This is Elliot Kaplan, I believe. Who is a mysterious muscle-bound warrior? Came to our world in a storm of magic and violence. That's what public defender Irene Chang wants to know. This guy came out of nowhere, doesn't speak English. Now he's supposed to help them beat a murder charge after he chopped some other weird dude's head off with a magic axe in broad daylight. Of course, he may not live to go to trial with all the enemies he's making in prison. Good thing his cellmate grills a mean cheese sandwich. Barbarian Behind Bars is the fight-packed fantasy prison thriller you didn't know you always needed. Elliot Callan, or Callan is doing it. The artist is Andrea Muti. So it's a new book coming out if you guys want to check out some Hercules in New York or Conan in New York. Yeah. Oh, that's coming out this week. And then Eurotech, that's another weird book. Donald Duck. Fantagraphics has been releasing the Donald Duck series or Uncle Scrooge stuff. Individual issues at your shop if you go there. I thought these were facsimiles, but it turns out they actually are. I think they're all real new stories. Yeah. So, howdy, partners. The Terra Firmians and Duckbirds and DuckTales, craziest co-stars, Texas talking paranormal critters who live underground and make earthquakes for fun, and once emptied Uncle Scrooge's money bin into their cavern. But now they need the rescue from their own rebel young generation. And if Donald Duck, master of disaster, can't do it, no one can. Our feature story by Michael T. Gilbert from Mr. Monster and Massimo Fecci is followed by The Repo Man Cometh, pitting Donald against evil forces of the urban renewal. $6 for this issue. That's crazy. Notice this isn't Dynamite. This is through Fantagraphics. So I don't know. It might be worth picking up. So the price is like kind of steeper though for this, but it's through Fantagraphic Books. Fantagraphics is responsible for doing all of the collecting of all the Don Rosa and the Carl Barks library volumes of Uncle Scrooge, Donald Duck. So actually might be worth the money. I'm not sure, but I think that's it. Then we get into some weird facsimile stuff and just Popkill was coming out. Yeah, Popkill has a new variant cover out this week. It's still the same story, and it's just a new cover. So, alrighty then. This week's trades: Green Arrow Finest, DC Finest, Green Arrow, Trial of Oliver Queen. Mike Grell is on this, and we also got Dan Jurgens. Fantastic part of the. It's the second. It's issue. I think it's issues 9 through 12, plus some tie-ins. For $40. Honestly, it's a great way to collect it if you don't already have it. And then we have JSA Ragnarok Volume 2 from Jeff Lemire. Tom Taylor. Then there's a Deadpool Wolverine Time of Strife. Benjamin Percy. So actually, this one actually might be worth it. I'm not a big fan of the Kari Andrews bullshit. He just can't draw certain characters. Like when he was doing his what was it? Rats or what it was or something like that. I thought that was a lot better. But this is Ed Brisson and Joshua Cassera. Not exactly if this is in continuity, whatever. But it says Wade and Logan together again. The most unlikely pairing turned the most demanded one. Deadpool and Wolverine must find a way to get along because the fate of the world hangs in the balance. When the deadly strife resurfaces and his ages-long plan comes to fruition, you'll get to see a new side of our heroes because the only thing that stands between Earth and annihilation is the best there is and the merc with the mouth. Meanwhile, a third Weapon X alum joins the fun, and Maverick wants answers. Reaching one of the Marvel Universe's oldest stars, Nick Fury Sr. Nick Fury. It's not Nick Fury Sr. because the other one doesn't exist. And a brand new one, The Mutant Legacy. Your favorite superheroes get put through the paces in a series of chock full of surprises, twist reveals, and villainous plot that'll turn long-term and newly arriving X-readers' heads. Collecting Deadpool Wolverine issues 1 through 10 for $30, 232 pages. I don't know anything about the series. I know that more I read by Benjamin Percy, he is probably the best writer over them right now in Marvel. You know, Hickman can be, but Hickman doesn't want to finish things or he's getting screwed over. But every time I read something from Hickman, it never gets finished. So, at least lately. But Benjamin Percy, I like him. He's my favorite writer right now over there. Jed McKay includes in a second. But that's coming out this week. Daredevil Back in Black. The Dark Art and the Death of Daredevil. The Charles Soules Daredevil trades are out this week. It seems like they're trying to get us ready for what is that? Daredevil Born Again TV show is coming out. Because the Dark Art guy, he was in there too. So, and with Kingpin, so now that I look at it, I guess that's what they're doing. They're basing out the Charles Soule run for the series on Netflix, on not Netflix, but Disney Plus. What's up there, Summoner? What's going on? Yeah. Alrighty then. Yeah. I Hate Fairyland, Volume 9. Wow, that's still going on. Hardcover, though, Book 4 is out this week, too. Transformers, the UK Compendium Book 1 is out this week, too. The Nobody from Jeff Lemire. And then, of course, again, there's a JSA hardcover. Mad Cave has a thing called Groupies. That's kind of weird. Black Panther, Panther's Prey Omnibus. And then we also have a Silver Age Wonder Woman Omnibus, the Volume 3. So, Elf Quest is out this week too as well. Hercules Volume 1, Monster Hunter from the Dynamite new series that it's debuted last year. So, IDW is collecting Sonic the Hedgehog again, and On the Go Volume 2, collecting the 2018 to ongoing stuff. It's exciting. I don't know why they're doing it again. Like, they should just get us an omnibus. Be fine with that, or compendium. We also have the Marvel comic covers of Jack Kirby, Volume 3, in this Volume 2, 1965 through 1968, for $55. And then so Black Panther is covering 2 decades of Black Panther stories in one action-packed volume. This is collecting Black Panther 1 through 15 from 1977, Marvel 2 and 1, 1974, issues 40 through 41, and Marvel Team Up at number 87, Marvel Premiere 51 through 53, Defenders 84 through 86, Iron Man Annual number 5. Then you have Black Panther issues 1 through 4 miniseries from 1988, Black Panther, Panther's Prey from 1991 miniseries 1 through 4, and then Over the Edge, which is number 6 material from the Marvel, number 6 material from the Marvel Team Up. Then 100, and Marvel Comics presents 13 through 37 and 148. What the? From number 9, Solo Avengers, number 9 from 87, which is number 19. Marvel Superheroes, 1990. And then the Marvel Fanfare, number 60. Fantasy 4 Unlimited, number 1. So you're getting over 1,272 pages for $125. I'd pay $100. I don't think it's worth the extra $25, but it has 58 stories though. It has a good chunk in there though. So if you're a Black Panther fan or just want to complete your collection because you can't find all these, it's a good way to pick it up. So quite a few of these books. Definitely a great way to collect it, but they should have released this back when Black Panther 2 came out. It would have been much more probably well received. But I don't know anybody who's hot like, oh, I gotta go get this Black Panther book. Especially newbies. Then we have Wonder Woman Silver Age, Volume 3 on the list, which collects Wonder Woman 150 through 177 and The Brave and the Bold, number 63 and 78, with a brand new introduction by comics historian John Wells. Dude, I'd rather they're going to say Mark Waid, comics historian. All right. Yeah. So Return to Paradise Island, this transformative era sees Diana's origins rewritten, her Wonder family expanded, and classic villains revived in wild imaginative tales by Robert Kanigher, Ross Andru, and Mike Exposito. So I'm guessing in the Silver Age, somewhere we got Cheetah, the new Cheetah, the second Cheetah. I'm guessing Barbara. Because in the first Golden Age, it wasn't Barbara, it was a different character. But $100 for 760 pages, hardcover. So we get Wonder Girl, Steve Trevor, with an Earth or 40 variants, Wonder Queen. Hey, as long as we don't get Campbell Soup Girl, I'm fine.
Is Wonder Queen an old gay dude?
No, Wonder Queen's is Hippolyta from Earth 124.1, whatever the hell it is. Same with this, yeah. So, but yeah. If we were reading this past Sunday, we were reading the Wonder Woman from 2016, and boy, did he look a lot like Oliver Queen. The beard, the goatee, and everything. The hair.
Who did?
Steve Trevor did.
Oh.
They drew him. Liam Sharp was drawing him because Liam Sharp took over the series for the odd numbers. They were just getting in the God Watch, so part of the Truth volume. I believe it's volume 3 or 4. But yeah, I think that's about it though for trades. Yeah.
They're pretty weak for trades.
Yep. Pretty much. Soul is an attorney that lent a lot of authenticity to Daredevil, says Marania. Did not know that. I don't really look into the writer and see what their normal day jobs are. But that's kind of cool. Hello to the first word I hear in the show today is bullshit by RDV.
Well, he also was a Starship Trooper, so he lent a lot of authenticity to his Star Wars writing.
I'm watching the show to see which comics to pick up this week and support my LCS. As you should. But hey, I'm just a recommendation. You don't take my word for it. Go to your LCS and see what you like. I guarantee you'll come across a lot of cool trades and stuff. And if you're not sure, like I said, look on League. If you have your smartphone, go to League of Comic Geeks. That's what I use for this. The website on there, and you can literally type in any series or comic book series there, whatever publisher it is, and it'll pull it up, and it actually has a description of the actual story. So, and sometimes there's depending on your phone, there's a scanner on there on the app. You can hit a UPC thing, and you can scan the comic book for the UPC, and it'll find it faster. Doesn't always work. It's very glitchy, but
you know what I'm gonna do tomorrow?
Sleeping?
No, I'm gonna get up, go to my LCS, and not get the things that I've had ordered for 3 weeks because they still won't be in. Then I'll go through Rally's drive-through and eat it on the way home.
I was gonna say get Hardee's.
It's a sad, lonely life.
You know what you should do?
But
you should be hitting the thrift stores, looking for more of your Mike Hammer books.
I think I've got 11 or 12 of the 13 that he wrote.
Nice.
But then I'm going to come home and watch more episodes of Day of the Jackal.
Really?
Awesome.
Only
I highly recommend it.
The only Jackal I know is the movie.
It's based on the movie. It's basically a series, from the movie.
No, I meant the Jackal with Bruce. I think it's Richard Gere.
Okay, well there was a movie called Day of the Jackal or Night of the Jackal in the 70s.
If he's left over, go ahead.
I said, play us out of here.
No, I was looking back and read some of the comments here. So
that would fall into the heading of playing us out of here.
Yeah.
Read the comments and play us out of here.
All right.
Beckman.
All right. So if he has, once like dude says, if he has he's left her from Rebirth series, does that make him an Afterbirth? You know what they should have done? Rebirth. They should have. So are we saying that the period after Rebirth with Bendis is called Afterbirth? DC?
Yes.
Is it DC Afterbirth?
What's next? Partial birth?
Huh. Usually they don't have any of the birth because a lot of DC those people don't support that. Remember, they're pro-choice.
Yeah, good point.
All right. He could have Crypto and Streaky, the cat, and have an interspecies relationship with. Dude, I would pay like $4 a month or $5 a month if you give me Streaky and Crypto teaming up, and they have to go against other like cosmic threats like Dexstar. You know, that'd be kind of cool. Other like just threats like that. Just have them like solve crimes. And hey, bring in the trio. Like we'll bring in like Ace the Bat Hound. Like you can do that. You can do Legion of Super Pets. You can just do Super Pets and show. Kids will buy it. Torch Arts does have a restored classic story by William Gaines. Nice. Ian is normally pronounced Eon, except for the weird actor from Beverly Hills 90210. You know what, though, Marania? It's Ian. I don't care.
Hey, you take that back. That man saved the world from sharks 5 times. He's like when Booker T gets up there, he just elbows him out of the way and goes, "I'm the 5-time.
Yeah.
Savor the world from sharks."
Oh,
Chris Jericho couldn't do it. He didn't even make it through one of those movies.
Remember Jericho was supposed to go into WWE?
Who? What?
Remember people were saying Jericho was going WWE bound?
Yeah.
He still hasn't shown up.
I know.
I don't think he is. Not now. Maybe later.
I think he's touring in Europe next month. And I think he shows up at WrestleMania. I can't see him going back to AEW. There's nothing left for him there. I mean, he's at the get the retirement accolades from the place where he was for the better part of 20 years.
Maybe, or maybe he said, look at how they treated Sting. I would hate to have him go there and have a John Cena, send off.
Well, for one thing, Sting was in WWE for about 40 minutes. Jericho was there for 20 years. Yeah, Jericho will not get the Sting treatment.
But look at John Cena, though. John Cena got that
His
treatment.
call.
I know. It should not have been his call, the way they put it out. Because originally, Sting didn't want to do that when he did.
I know, but again, like I said, that's neither here nor there. If Cena wanted to go with a nod and a wink, I don't get it, but who cares? Jericho will get to do what he wants to do.
Well, for Cena, was more of a pain in the ass because of the fact that he's always been he's the number one kid for all the kids who have cancer patients. Never give up. And he loses. Jeremy Coleman wrote some of the stories in that trade paperback. They're really good. Showed out for how unique they were, such as a school for geniuses. Page 371, excellent. Okay. Anyway, by this time was called the stillbirth. I don't know. We call that the super grooming period of time because that's when we had the whole John Kent and all stuff with that. Anyway, we're gonna end it here. Not much to talk about anymore. We already went over the books. What is the time right now?
About
9.
12 minutes until.
If the
covers.
If the old man is awake, we'll be over on I Love Comics.
You're just texting me some shit, so I'm gonna say he is.
Okay. We'll be ranking some comic book over there. He took 12 out of 27 I gave him. I guarantee it's probably not the good ones. But we're gonna rank basically mashup of what if comic covers. Like if we give a crossover between Marvel and DC characters, like Power Girl and Iron Fist, and Josie the Pussycats and Dazzler. A lot of cool comic book covers, a lot of fake comic book covers, which I do find a lot of them a lot better than the ones that are out there right now.
Well, because they're all done in that Super Team Family format. I love them.
Yeah, it's great. All right, so we're gonna end it here. Go over the I Love Comics and subscribe over there. If you haven't subscribed here, please do that here now. Also, leave a comment down below. We do like seeing it. Basically, guys, leave a comment because it does tell YouTube, hey, this like this channel, and it's another form of engagement. As long as you guys are here, we're live and commenting. That's also great too, as well. And share out the channel when we go live. Maybe you can do that too as well. But we'll see you guys on tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern for Konosuba, a new manga we're trying out here on the channel. So have a good night, guys.
There it is. Zero chance you'll see me.
Well, not at midnight for Eastern. So, no, you know where you'll be? I Love Comics.
Like doing something I actually want to do.
Really?
Yeah, talk storylines.
Oh, because last time I thought he was doing cover rankings last time.
No, we have for 3 weeks. We're just doing, like we pick a topic. Like last week was individual stories, like Fantastic Four 285, Kid Who Collected Spider-Man. That shit, we talked about those. Because nobody else could make the cover rankings. We decided wasn't worth doing.
I thought you were just saying. I thought you guys were taking the week off.
No,
the week.
I'm trying to wean him down to like do a week.
All right, though. It means Eric, you got to start reading a bunch of comic books again to refresh your memory. So
don't forget to contact the kids.
Oh yeah, they know.
I wonder if Pixel can make it tonight if he gets home in time.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna jump off here. So
Pixel and Pixel has been doing live stream with the Robs now. They're doing that on around like 9 Eastern on Wednesday nights. So, all right, guys, take it easy.